Okay, going to put together the, this is the lid for the anchor well, and the this is where the anchor line goes through, down through the middle, comes out the bottom. As I said before, we've had to clean this a little bit to make sure it fits, and it should be alright. Yeah, it should be alright. Anyway, right, okay. So the pivot here, we need one washer here. Now when it comes through, one small one, it's designed for one small one and one large one on each side. The large ones are to try and prevent it from jumping off the pulley. Now the pulley has a bearing in it. Right, now we'll put the other big one in there. Now we've just got to slide in a small one between the big one and that. This is really just to give it clearance. Right. Right, so that's through there. One washer on the outside, and then a lock nut. So let us tighten these up. This is an 8mm bolt again. So okay, so that's running very free, it's fine, and the pulley in the center lines up directly with the hole for the anchor line. So that's so far so good. Now we've got to put on the micro switch here. If you use a different micro switch, you might have to go back into the CAD and redesign where the holes are, but this one is designed for these ones, and there's a link in the sheet. But before we do that, I'm going to put in this little rod, and the idea of this fella is that when the anchor comes up into the body, it pushes this up, and that triggers the micro switch, and that switches off the power to the winch motor. Otherwise, because it's maybe 40-50 meters away, you can't hear that it's up, so you're not sure whether it's actually up or not. And if that wasn't there, there's a possibility we could burn out the winch motor, but this just switches off the power to it. So that's got to go in first. Now all this is it's actually a wooden skewer, cooking skewer. I stole one from the kitchen with a little block glued to the top of it, and the overall length of that, I think it's 73, yes, it's 73 millimeters. So it's 73 millimeters from top to bottom. Now of course this does depend on the side of your anchor ball, so let's put that in here first, and then I can bolt in the micro switch. So the micro switch is held in with two 3mm bolts. Put a little washer there, and through another small washer. Oh, come on. These things are too small for my big fingers, and a small nut. I think these are 20mm. Yeah, they're 20mm bolts. And we'll get those tightened up in a second. Big fingers. put the other one in. Washer. And a wee bit of a push. That's better. A small washer at the end. And a lock nut. Right, let's tighten these fellas up. Okay. Okay. So that's in place, so it only takes a few millimeters movement to switch the thing off. Right, that's it more or less done. There's just one thing to do, and this is 2mm silicone rubber, and I'm going to just put a little bit of this right round it to make the a watertight seal. It's a pretty good seal anyway, so I'm just going to make a wee dab of super glue. Okay. Let's try again. Anyway, I'll not prolong your agony watching this, so what I'll do is I'll put this round and super glue it into place, just the ends, and then that will make a watertight seal when we put that into the body. And this one is held in by 3 of these little knobs. Just go through that and into the heat shrink things. So that's the anchor well lid all ready to go. Or well, it will be in a minute. Ah, right. I think we've taken. So we'll just wrap this around. And we'll put another little bit of super glue and hold it in place. That's going to be a watertight seal. Okay, on to the next one.